Nice to meet all of you. It's an honor to be here. I am sorry that I can't speak Nepalese and that I have to communicate in English to you. I want to first share that we have a field of practice and research on a global scale called World Religions and Conflict Resolution and Diplomacy. We have been working at it for at least 20 years that focuses on ways in which peace building can occur through the relationships of people of faith, people of practice, of shared practices, and also the ways in which it can positively affect people's lives. So I want to acknowledge and express gratitude to the walk and the walk with in the places of Nama Buddha and the places of sacrifice and the self-sacrifice of that key story and the four elements that I understood of that self-sacrifice, including compassion. And I want to share that this all comes from a time of history where I also am a person of faith. And in my tradition, 2,500 years ago, the journey of religion and practice began with a walk. It began with a walk, and that was the walk of Abraham 2,500 years ago. And the language is from a long time ago. It's ancient Hebrew, but the language of walking was the commandment from God was to walk, walk, walk. And we don't know what that means at the time, but it could mean you really have to get up and go, or it could mean you should surely walk. But what scholars have really discovered is that it says walk into yourself. In other words, take a walk, but walk into your true self. Lech lecha, it's called in Hebrew. And that's walking on a path. And the word for path there was derech. And the language of that comes from an interpretation of the divine that means past, present, and future, or time itself. So walking in time and walking through time as a sacred experience of ultimate enlightenment. So I think that it's very interesting to see the commonalities between traditions on walking as a path to enlightenment, walking as a journey into oneself and into the deepest part of oneself, which also in my tradition was compassion or chesed. And so that walk into compassion, a walk into a journey, a spiritual journey, also has the physical quality to it. It's the mind and the body together. So if you just walk and you're walking to lunch, okay, it's walking. But if you're walking and embodying compassion, then that's a different use of the human mind. And what we know now from the science of the mind is that every movement that we make embodies so much of the human mind. But if the human mind is also concentrated on compassion while we're walking, then the whole brain, the whole human mind is dedicated to the journey. And it becomes like a lighting up, literally, in the neuroscience of this. We can now see in fMRIs, we can see the brain light up. So the whole brain lights up with not only walking, but walking with an emotional attachment and devotion to compassion. So I think it's amazing that across our many cultures and across our many traditions, walking is sacred, but walking with compassion is true enlightenment. And I want to bless you with and be so grateful to the lessons that the world has learned from the enlightened traditions of Nepal, from the messages from ancient times that you have passed on, and the way in which the world can learn a path to enlightenment through the journey, through journeying together. If we make the journeying of traversing the globe into a spiritual experience of compassion, it makes all of us bonded together in what we do with our bodies and what we do with our minds. So I want to express gratitude to you and thank you for including me in this wonderful launch of this amazing journey that you're about to begin. Thank you.